The Hellbore, if you're playing a game somewhat normally, I think it's the Slaughter or Hellbore, one of them, I don't remember which, drops a soul that can be synthesized into a, like, higher level punching weapon that can then be sold for a decent amount of money if you're going to do that to grind. Oh, so I just remembered I don't need to be here yet. Something I find so funny, because this is a late game a weapon, and because I don't have the Chaos Ring for the, like... oh, yeah, there it is. That takes, like, all my magic because of this being a late game weapon. How much damage did that do? Wait, that only did, like, 52. How much damage does my basic attack do? That's really not that much higher. Damn it. Asshole. I could equip basically some ring to actually increase my stats, like the ring that increases your stats based on like money or something. I could do that to make my damn it, to make myself like actually truly sort of overpowered and shit. And I'll probably do that later. The reason I'm not doing that now, like I said, it's to actually get this shit with the Soul Eater Ring, because a lot of souls get powered up, so I'm doing this to try and just get a bunch of things powered up in a somewhat natural-ish way, because I don't want to stop this to... because I don't want to stop this to grind. It's also just convenient because of certain... It's also just convenient because of certain enemies, sort of like those assholes, being kind of annoying. Now I need to remember which way I'm supposed to go. I think this is the correct way. God damn it. Oh, great armor first try. That's the that's the type of shit I'm talking about right there. I didn't have this type of good RNG when trying to grind shit. Now that I'm not inherently trying to grind. Now that I'm not inherently trying to grind shit, of course that's when I actually get what I want. And Valkyries are one of the few enemies that are actually, like, because they're a holy line, they're actually weak to dark. And that's why I have the scythe on the second, like, weapon slash soul is set for the few enemies that aren't actually, like, the few enemies that are actually weak to dark later on. That and the overhead swing, I think, is actually pretty useful. There's the boss I want. Want to save to get my health and every thing back, and there's the save. And there's the save to... no. I'm in horror now. Where is it? I want just a basic skeleton. Actually, I think I could be funny with this. Oh yeah, I could actually be super funny with this instead. The reason I wanted a skeleton is so if you're not playing on New Game Plus, you could use the just basic skeletons that throw bones. That is bullshit. Those enemies' attack is, I believe, considered dark, and they resist dark. Oh, excuse me for that rather uncouth. You're one of the Dark Lord candidates. I'm a Dimitri. You were fighting a demon. Does that mean you've betrayed Celia? You have drawn the wrong conclusion.
I'm stumbling back in here. Hold on.
This is merely a ritual to gain power. A ritual?
I've returned.
You witnessed it, yes. Unless you are damn as Adario, you should have doesn't he? I don't know. So that's what it is. The ability to copy magic attacks. Oh. Now since there is no one else I don't have any reason to find you. Do you have any reason for going along with Celia's scheme? None whatsoever. Well then. However, I have this power I wish to know the meaning of. Its significance. It is a natural desire. And for that, you want to become the Dark Lord? Is that so wrong? Refining my power will fully provide me with answers. Let us begin. And because of the copying magic, if you hit him with any sub-weapon, he copies the sub-weapon. So use a shit sub-weapon like, if you're playing the game normally, use the basic skeleton weapon. I couldn't find that in the list, so I thought it'll be funny with fish heads. And we fed him a bucket of fish heads once a month.
Once a week. I think it was we fed him a bucket of fish heads twice a week.
It saved our marriage. Oh. Oh, boy can actually kind of deal some damage.
It's Hugo! He was voting a plank to short Linden! Oh. I want to know what the fuck they saw!
You mean, like, who the fuck they saw? So, yeah, depending on what you give him, this is a very simple, straight, forward fight. Like I said, pick something that's shit, or if not shit, has like a lot of ending lag to it. And there he goes. Oh, bullshit. Bullshit, that would have killed me. It's over. I beat you like I was nothing. I won't take your life. Just give up. You dare pity me? This pity is a weakness. You'll be sorry soon enough. Grah. What? Dead? That can't be. What? What was that? Did I gain dominance over a human soul? No, I gained no power, but what was that aura? More like lack of aura was this man.
Dang it! What was this?
Oh, damn it.
Ahoo!
I'm going to go back and save. Fish head funny time over. Yeah. Okay, when you hit him with the right sub-weapon, that boss, I think is really, even on a regular game without the, like, ridiculous armor and shit I have, except because I did New Game Plus a hard mode, that armor really isn't as much of a benefit as I thought it would be. I think the one fight isn't really hard, he's just kind of annoying because he loves to basically do the invincible backdash.
So how about that Symphony of the Night?
Boo. Boo.
Why is that game so expensive? What the hell?
Because it's popular, and the adage about if a game is available, it goes down in price is actually bullshit. Speaking of Symphony, that's a funny thing. This is actually a recycled Symphony, a sprite.
people are selling Greatest
Except,
Hit Symphony for over $100.
Except this guy is weak to holy, so... Ow. Oh, damn it.
This monster... This monster's weak to holy. I know just what to do. Did you just smack me with a fucking Bible? You're weak to holy, monster. You hit me with a fucking Bible.
You make a joke about that, but remember the Bible, and now again, like I said, intentionally fucking things up because I don't remember the order. Oh no. Oh, damn it. Oh no, I believe that's... R is in the button, and... Yeah, it's... Oh, damn it. R is in the button and not the direction. You know, you make a joke about the Bible thing, except... ooh, double jump. Except the Bible actually was a...
Yes! I know it's a sub-weapon! Except my joke is more literally hitting... like taking a Bible and smack.
Wait, I think, yeah.
Ooh, hoop earrings. We can do an 80s cosplay.
No, it's hoop ring.
I thought it said earring.
Huh, it's not in the list. Oh, no, there it is. Yeah, hoop earring.
We can do an 80s cosplay. God, I just hope I find some leg warmers in this castle. And then if we find a jumpsuit onesie and I have my hoop earrings and my leg warmers, I can beat every exercise aerobics tape.
Now I'm at the point where I need to remember the...
Because that was a really big thing in the 80s.
Now I'm at the point where I need to remember things to do.
To do. I love, like, because it's an image of the Pink Panther and his to-do list is just to do, and someone got really pissed off and said this isn't a joke, it just says to do over and over and over again. And someone was literally like, my dude, just read it, to do. Because it's the...
Yes.
The theme.
I get it.
Ow.
I get it. And it's not very funny.
Need to play some of that Chester Cheetah Too Cool to Fool.
No.
Every time with you in that game.
Because no. Wait, this is the... Because of the double jump, I believe you don't go... Damn it. Fucking poison. The double jump, really, you don't go down that way. You have to go back up. Fucking poison. Why does poison in this series not, like, deal damage over time? Why does it, like, cut your physical attack in half?
Everybody loves Pink. Chester Cheetah's Too Cool to Fool. You're constantly going on about this being a terrible game.
Because it is.
Is it though? Is it a terrible game?
Yes.
Is this a game where there's a power-up that makes you basically...
do nothing.
Sit there like a jackass and they made that one platforming section hard by spamming those?
Wait, I am the biggest dumb and the biggest fool. I can access the warp room. I don't need to go back manually. to get to the
Go back manually. That's kind of sexist. Because that is manual.
Yes, I can. I get the dumb joke that is painfully unfunny. I just need to remember where the fuck that warp room is.
There are people that are like that, though.
Yes, I know.
Or that one post where someone literally goes on a Twitter rant because someone said they were a transcriber, and the person didn't know what a transcriber was, and they thought a transcriber was a trans version of a scriber, and they basically literally think that person is a transcriber, not understanding that transcribing, like,
the one, much like in the first game, I do think the death side has that problem of most things just resist dark. So because most things resist dark, it's higher base damage is kind of a moot. I do think it does have the best magic attack that's that, because that attack is actually really fucking powerful. Okay, go back here, go down to save, and then I think I have to go up because I have a double jump. Like I said, I can't commit all these maps to memory.
up and down and all around.
I think this is the correct order, even though there's a spot in this game where you actually do get a kind of
Rest in peace, Sonic franchise.
except it's not dead.
You know what the fuck I'm doing.
Sonic is arguably doing better than ever.
Also, well, I'm just rambling about things because we're just gonna be here for a minute. That video I was making fun of earlier that was made by the same kind of delusional nut job I had made fun of in a Mario Kart thing because he had a terrible Mario Kart video, literally said, like, oh, people are talking about the Switch 2's sales numbers, but here's a sales chart. Every week, the Switch 2 is down like 20%. Nintendo is lying. Nintendo fans are lying. The Switch 2 has failed. It is not the best-selling console of all time.
If Nintendo were to lie about their sales numbers, that would be illegal. That would be illegal and could potentially be a form of fraud.
Okay, they have accurate numbers. What he's calling a lie is like, look at the graph. Every week since the Switch 2's launch, it loses like 20% of sales.
Except I think that video is now super outdated, and I believe it went back up.
Because he was like, people said the Donkey Kong pushed units. No, it didn't. The number of supposed Switch 2s that sold, not even half of every Switch 2 owner has Donkey Kong. He said Donkey Kong sold less than Super Mario Odyssey, so therefore it's a failure and the Switch 2 is a failure. Can't argue with hard numbers. The cats.
Yes. Other than it being a cat, the cat sub-weapon is unironically actually really good. Because it goes across the ground, so it's a good way to hit hard-to-hit enemies like that. They also deal multiple hits of damage. Look at that.
That's the same reason people do that as Neko Arc. One of her moves is sending cats across the ground. Except the cats are her.
I was gonna say, I thought it wasn't cats, I thought it was other Neko Arcs.
She's a cat, though!
I knew about Melty Blood before it was cool. I knew about Neko Arc before it was cool. Get on my level, normies! No, seriously, I knew about Melty Blood before it popped off.
One of her abilities is to send versions of herself across the ground. One of my favorites being the one that's, like, struggling to pull a tire. Very slowly.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
What?
I forgot about that. It's like because I am going in the correct path. There's another boss fight like soon enough. It's what the
Man just has to say that Nintendo is wrong and that Nintendo fans are wrong, and that every week the Switch 2 sales have been down.
There's a thing I shouldn't have here. Well, there are a few things I shouldn't have here that would be useful against this. Frozen Shade is one of them. Where's the Cave Troll? I think that's the other good one.
Frozen Shade, we're not on Twitter.
I said Frozen Shade. I don't get your joke.
Did you say shade?
Yes, Shade.
Shade! Throwing shade! Carson. The term throwing shade. So if it was frozen, just making a joke about people with shade.
Which fish had? See, Frozen Shade.
Okay, then the term throwing shade.
Wait, is it not?
You've been on the internet. You know what throwing shade is.
Wait, Cave Troll? Is that not a bullet soul? Is it actually?
Cave Troll. Also, we're not on Twitter.
Where the fuck did that go?
Also,
oh, there it is. Hold on.
Also, with the guy who was
attacked by using a damn it! I don't remember.
Also, with the guy who was indirectly making fun of, and I'm happy people called him out on this, because people are like, even if you kind of have some valid points, it's like,
okay, good.
You still own a Switch 2, you still own the Mario Kart, you still own the Donkey Kong, and you bought a couple of extra Switch 2s to give them away.
Okay, good. This should be effective for what I want. Because we fought the first jobber, now we're fighting the other. Here at last, you thought you could get away with what you did, punk, huh? There you turn talking. No, I didn't mean to kill your friend. I didn't finish. I don't know what you're saying. I wanted to pump that uppity jerk myself. I wanted to kill him. Doesn't your friend's death mean anything to you? Huh? You gotta be joking. Let's get on with this already. Why do you want to become the Dark Lord anyway? Why? Look at this power.
The Dark Lord also gets all the bitches. Or so I've heard.
Jericho's castle is full of a lot of cute girls. I just keep thinking out that a comic of it's like Alucard. I think it's Dad, why is your castle full of a bunch of cute maids and then it's just Dracula sweating? I can't remember if it was specifically cute girls or if they specified maids, because these games have a running trend of that fucking maid anime everyone on the internet is weirdly horny for. Can you imagine how crazy it will be with even more power? You're insane. And you yap way too much. Come on, punk. I'll roast you to cinder. And because fire, he's weak to ice, except it seems like the... Oh, there we go. Yeah, he's weak to... water and ice are considered the same thing. This is a... Oh, damn it. The, like,
what is water if not melted ice?
The Frozen Shade is a, like... As a soul, I couldn't have yet, because I don't think you could have any water damage for... him at this point.
Is ice frozen water, or is water melted ice? I know there's gonna be that person. Dude, it's frozen fucking water, but at the same time, it's like...
Yeah, that... Okay, yeah, if I get...
The 3 hit was that thing 90.
The 3, if I get all 3 hits, yeah, I can end up with 90 damage. Because like I said, this is a...
30, 60, 90, 91, 92, 93.
So I said, if I can get all of the hits in, There we go. And because, like I said, you normally can't, I believe... I don't think an enemy at this point has a water element attack. Something really weird might be considered water element. Because of that, what I would recommend is to use the, like, axe armor or slashing weapon, because he's weak to the slash and pierce. You can give up a try to become the Dark Lord. A punk like you're not walking away from this. Dario, enough. See, I don't try to stop me. A man's got his pride. I know that, but I'm not prepared to lose the last candidate. Well, pull back for now. I have another plan. Well, I underestimated you. But this game isn't over yet. I shall be waiting on the upmost floor. Come if you dare.
I'm considering, but this game isn't over yet, a typo. Because there was a massive fucking space. But...
Dude.
There was a space, and
I think that was another. I think that was another typo. This is also, I believe, the point where like that technical split of I think there were two different directions. I can go. I can go happens. I think this is the a point, and instead of going the normal way, I might try to go the other way, because Gurgoth on fucking hard is probably going to be a motherfucker.
Anyway, because I'm rambling about it, people are still trying to, like...
I'm going back to save.
Convince other people, oh no, if you actually look at the sales data, every week the Switch 2 has sold less and less. This console has actually technically not sold that well. It's not the fastest selling console. It's not the most successful console. Nintendo is lying. Every Nintendo fan is lying. The Switch 2 is irrelevant. No one is playing the Switch 2. Donkey Kong only sold like 4 million units. Donkey Kong is a failure.
I need to test this. I can't remember, is the Satan Ring just a good power boost, or is that this game's one-hit item? Because if that's this game's one-hit item, I'm not going to use it on bosses. If not, I will. Okay, good. It's not that. Good, I can use that for bosses.
Satan, Satan. I really do feel like people just really have such a dumb petty axe to grind that they have to be very fucking pedantic. Technically, the Switch 2 is not actually selling that well. Nintendo has failed. Nintendo has no games. Mario Kart and Donkey Kong are not system sellers. Nintendo has given...
there's Persephone.
Yes.
I was just talking about her. Going back to my Mandragora.
It's like how Francis in Super Paper Mario has all the sexy maid robots.
Solma. I told you not to get involved, didn't I? What are you doing here? I thought that you were protecting Mina. Mina's fine. My... Yeah. Ow. I was going to sneeze.
Damn it, Carson.
Stop yawning. Stop.
Said my colleagues.
Besides keeping you under observation,
gets priority.
You're still treating me as if I were the Dark Lord. Haven't you seen enough? I need you to understand you are
considered to be extremely dangerous.
But you're here now, so let you use that to our advantage. If that is under my watch, I could allow you to help a bit, I suppose. Or you could help me. You ever think about that? Besides, we can't just allow this cult to carry on anyway.
Not this way.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Also, Mina and me.
Entrusted me with this. It's for you.
Mina's talisman. Remember that for later. Right now, it does fuck and all. What? A letter. Dear Salma, if you're reading this, I am dead. What? Psych. You're probably gone after that cult. I had a feeling you would when you just appeared after that incident. I know that you worry about me, Salma, but I worry just as much about you. I wouldn't ask you to come back right away because you're way too stubborn. But please promise me that whatever happens, you won't forget who you are. Oh, and don't forget about the amulet. I'm sure it'll come in handy. I'll be praying for you. Always, Mina. Mina.
Oh, so I'm pregnant. Just kidding. Or not.
Brief on the situation. What have you discovered? Sure. I described what I learned to our heart.
So far.
I understand the fact.
No, understood the fact that Celia mentioned the plan, doing air quotes.
Doesn't sound good. The only thing I should think about is to reach that top floor, as she mentioned. Fine, you do that. In the meantime, I'll track down Dario's whereabouts. Or you could directly fucking help me.
It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, how many of you agree with Carson that retro game prices are often completely unaffected by re-releases? Because if a game is popular enough and sought after enough, people will basically charge a fuck ton of money for that game, even if a re-release is readily available. I do think that kind of depends, because to be fair, Symphony of the Night has not been re-released in years. So even its re-releases are super old at this point. And in that way, I do think the market somewhat depends on whether or not a re-release is currently available or if a re-release is also old. But with that said, I do think the retro game market is complete and utter bullshit and really should be illegal, because there is no reason it should be legal for people to charge hundreds of dollars on the low end and thousands of dollars on the high end for a fucking video game. And this is basically why a lot of people do piracy. Because if you are trying to collect old games, you often find people scalping them for hundreds to thousands, depending on the game. And if a game is super popular and sought after, that would be a game that often sees little to no aftermarket drops. Because as of now, Symphony of the Night has not been re-released at all on any modern systems. So that game demands a decently hefty price on the aftermarket, because that game is still somewhat hard to find. And yes, I know those prices are quite reasonable compared to other games, but I still think it's complete and total bullshit that people can hawk Symphony of the Night for well over $100, even if it's a greatest hits version, because that game is not worth that amount of money. But it's a popular and sought after game, and current re-releases really don't exist, so people will charge out the ass for that game. Even though I personally feel like retro games should not be something that you can hawk for that type of money. I feel like there should be laws in place to prevent that shit. Because that would make retro collecting infinitely easier. Because I'm trying to avoid mass amounts of piracy. And I'm trying to collect old games. But you look at the prices and it's like, oh my god, I'm going to have to pay stupid prices and effectively feed the beast in order to get games legally, to own them legally, and make my own backups and dumps and stuff legally. And personally, I feel like so much anger and discourse online is directed at the wrong places. If you want changes and you want the retro market to not be super fucked, that really needs to be written into laws that exist in different countries. And I wish America would implement a very strict anti-scalping law that basically prevents you from selling stuff for thousands and thousands of dollars, and also prevents you from even selling any random game, regardless of its rarity, for at the very least hundreds of dollars. But I feel like this anti-scalping law would then apply to everything online, because let's be fucking real here, the aftermarket is a stupid, fucked up place, because people can get away with basically selling things for a crazy large markup. And if you want to get a hold of stuff legally, you need to basically pay these disgusting aftermarket sellers large amounts of money, unless someone is being reasonable and basically selling a game on the aftermarket for a low price, which I feel like should be the case, because there is no reason, regardless of how rare it is, that I should go look at used game prices and see video games for hundreds to thousands of dollars, and don't give me the bullshit, oh, this was a rare game on a failing system, so I can easily charge you like $2,000 for it. It's rare and valuable. Bull fucking shit. I will scream that from the heavens. But to get back on topic here, I want to know how many people agree that aftermarket prices are not as heavily affected by re-releases and stuff as people would like you to believe. But with that said, you need to basically also take into account, is a re-release considered good, and is a re-release current? But I am starting to ramble. You can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.